everyone. I'm Demi. I'm a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for 7 to 10 years on and off. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead quickly show you guys a quick haul. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. Right now I'm gonna, like I said, do a get ready with me / haul. I wanted to try out this NARS foundation. One of my co-workers' mom actually picked this up for me, and I like it's just so cute. But this is more so like my summer shade. We're not quite in the summertime yet, but like I can tweak it and, you know, make it my shade, or I might want to leave it as is and kind of like bronze up everything and then go in heavily with the concealer and bronzer. When I do go makeup shopping, I'm more so get concealers. It's always like the lighter concealer because I can go in and, you know, highlight with those. I don't really need to do like a shade match to see what works for me. I know if I want to go lighter or stay within my, you know, skin tone, but the most that I go and look out for are the brushes. I love makeup brushes. So I picked up 2, well, technically 3. So I have this little Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush, which I got with the dip down pomade, right? Yeah, the dip down pomade. I'm not really used to using pomades. I wanted to get back into using these, more so because you can do light-handed or heavy-handed with this and the product lasts you forever, like forever. I'm more so of a pencil girly. I love the what's it, Brow Benefit Precise Brow Pencil, and yeah, my Precise Brow, and this is in the shade 4.5. I freaking love this one, but I noticed I'm starting to go through it quicker and quicker and quicker, which is very annoying because I think this is like 28, you know, taxes, $30 for this pen, and it lasts me not even a whole month. So I don't know, I might, you know, be switching to pomade, but let's see. I got it because I wanted to test it out and see if it works for me. If so, I'm gonna, you know, stick to this one for myself and then get one for my kit. And like I said, I got the brow pencil brow brush to match it. And then the 2 brushes I picked up, one is a elf brush and one is a morphe brush. Now the most brushes that I reach for are morphe brushes because they kind of sell theirs in a pack, and it's usually a decent amount of brushes, and they range from foundation brushes to concealer brushes to eyeshadow brushes to even lip brushes, I believe, and you get a better deal for it, and the quality is amazing. Now when I first came out the gate and started doing makeup on myself, elf was my best friend. Like, all of their products, from their concealer to their brushes, are extremely affordable, and especially if you're a new makeup artist or a girly that's new to makeup, they're your best bet, and the quality is really great as well. You get that effective, like an airbrush look, if you will, especially when you're going in with like a lighter foundation or a skin tint. It works really well. And then this brush is a stippling brush as well, but it's a little bit more dense because my face is like oval shaped and like I don't have a whole bunch of space to work with, and sometimes the foundation gets in my hair. So I got like a more medium precise brush for that, but it's still a dense brush as well as the stippling effect. So I picked these 2 up. We're going to be testing these out. And then the Anastasia Brow Powder, the Charlotte Tilbury Spray, and the 2 things that I'm extremely excited about, the Morphe blushes. So I've been seeing, you know, videos about these back and forth. So I was just, I don't know, I wanted to do something that's like every day, and then I wanted to do something when I want to do like a Barbie look or something like that. Okay, so I'm going in with the brow pomade. And the pencil and the brush. I'm just going to, and I sometimes use a brow gel, but I think I'm just gonna do without and just brush up the brows. As you can see, I like an arch because my brows are almost non-existent. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit. I would rub off the excess on the back of my hand, but that's not really necessary. I'm just gonna go with light strokes until I get it to my liking. And oh, I like this. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I stopped using this. And this is like maybe 2 shades lighter than me. I don't want too much of a highlighted brow bone. I just want to clean it up. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. Then after we do that, I'm actually going to go in and kind of do like a shade to see if it matches. Now, it's best to go in with the back of your hand, but make sure you have like wipes, makeup wipes close by because it can get messy. And I'm actually going to go in with that same brush to kind of put my makeup on. And thinning it out like this and putting it on the skin, it really helps with the buildable process because you can like go in with as much as you want, and that way you won't have to be like, oh, I put too much in. But you can go in with a beauty blender, a wet beauty blender, and just go in and kind of get any excess off, or if it looks too cakey. But this method is just really nice, and then blending it with a brush. So it looks like it's a fairly good match. I'm again with the little brush and kind of like make little tribal markings, if you will. And oh my god, that's a really nice match. It's a really nice match. It's just one more pump. I wanted to give skin. I don't want it to look like I have a whole bunch of makeup on, which is not a problem. You know, I love to make it look like I have makeup on, like my face is beat. But like there are some instances where I just want it to look like my skin is dewy and hydrated. I don't do too much on the nose because if I have like separation, which I won't because, you know, I do this thing. But I just like to kind of give a little bit of product there just to make everything blend better because I have like freckles here that I like it to be, you know, just I don't want it to be covered up. I want you to be able to see it through my makeup. So I just kind of lightly cover those up. And I'm just putting the access just in random places where I feel like I need extra coverage. And that was only 2 pumps, so I should only need 2 pumps. But yeah. And before I blend this out, even though it's with a brush, I am going to take my little air dryer thing and kind of set this. You see how fine and like wispy these bristles are, and then when it gets here, it's a little bit dense. So I'm gonna go in with the elf brush and just spray a little bit of the setting spray on the brush, and I'm just going to stipple it. Hence, I guess why it's called stippling brush. We're not like smearing, we want it to stay in place, so we're just kind of stamping it and blending out that coverage. And of course, taking it down the neck, and as you can see, it's given in the whole benefit of using like skincare to prep your skin is to give you like a glow from within. So when you do have foundation or makeup or whatever, it automatically gives you like a glow. And then of course we're gonna still go on with some highlight for an extra glow. But yeah, I really like this powder here. NARS is always gonna win. Like you can always like trust NARS to like be there to give you a nice little beat. And I'm gonna just kind of, I'm leaving this part alone just for a little while because I have like a blemish there from a pimple that tried to come from my life. So I'm just gonna leave that there and kind of let that sit even more before I blend it in. And yeah, that, it's a little orange, but it's nothing too crazy because when I go in with concealer and highlight, bronzer and highlight, it's gonna kind of mesh together. So now I'm gonna go in and kind of ever so lightly, and then get rid of any harsh line from that concealer. But this is really pretty though. Gives your skin like a nice little dew. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, and this is just the e.l.f. one. I don't know, for whatever reason I thought it had a highlighter, a stick highlighter, and then the bronzer, but it's just the packaging. So I'm gonna go in and ever so lightly just make a little line, nothing too crazy. Just here. I'm gonna go in with this large kabuki brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna dip my brush in there and like kind of stamp it like so, and then push it upward. Never dragging the product down, but keeping it up, especially with concealer, bronzer, and then cream blush. You want to always keep that product going upwards, so it'll give you like a lift. If you can see, this side of my face is a little bit more slimmer because I applied that. And then we're gonna do the next side. Access, put it on the forehead. Now my forehead is not huge, but it's not big. But then again, I don't have a whole bunch of space to work with, so I don't want to like go too far with the shadowing. I'm just gonna, whatever I have on the brush, I'm gonna add it to this area, just a little, and then tap it right there. Okay, nothing too crazy because we're gonna go in with powder too, so I don't want to overdo it. So because we're doing like a warm, soft glam type situation, I'm gonna go in with blush, and this is by Morphe Poolside Spritz Tangerine Orange. So this is it in the packaging. Very pretty, very cute, and it's the Cheek Thrills by Morphe. So we're gonna open her up. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. And I just love new packaging. It's just, oh my god, it's amazing. So we have a little film here, so look at that, beautiful. Okay, wow. Okay, and then it has like a little glass protector for the highlight and the cream. I don't know. So I'm gonna actually go in with the new brush then for that. The Morphe one, because it's a little bit more dense, and it's gonna give me a precise application, and it has like a slant to it. So let's see. And same thing, I'm gonna go in with a little setting spray just to wet the bristle. And then I'm gonna go in to the cream. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna, okay. So I'm gonna take it just on the highest points of my cheek. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'm gonna add a little more. Ooh. Oh my god. That is so pretty. I'm actually gonna bring it to the eye area. And just, I like that. And I don't like to do too much on the like cheeky part because my face is already round. But I'm gonna clean it up with concealer, but I just really wanna going kind of crazy, but I love that. It's gorgeous. Okay, and then this is the powder. So I'm gonna go on with that later, and then that's the highlight. All right, so let me go in and do the other side. And you see the difference when you keep the blush here, it gives you like a narrow kind of like snatch look, but when you take it to the cheek, it gives you like a really rosy cute color, and then dragging it on the eyelid, it just gives it a really nice look. So we're gonna go in, hit the cheek, and then go in at the axis, put whatever we have on the brush, go on with a little bit more, and then keep this at the highest points, and then the rest of it, put it on that eye. I'm just gonna throw in a brown eyeshadow on top of that, but I just want to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so I got the new e.l.f. highlighters, the Soft Glam Satin Concealers, and I have like 3 shades. One is more so my skin tone, one is like 1 shade to 2 shades darker than me, and then one is just like almost a pure white to give it a more contrast when you do apply the concealer. So the lighter one, I'm gonna put it right in the inner part of my eye, if you will. Medium tone, I'm gonna put it in the center. And then the one that's like my shade, I'm gonna put it on the outer part. And then because these colors are like so satiny, I'm gonna give it some dry down time. Okay. So the powder that I'm gonna go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury one, and this is in Fair 1. Now this is a really bright powder, but I love it because it gives you that brightening under eye effect, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna just go in and really like diffuse any kind of harsh lines so that when I do set my face, it's not creasy. So I'm gonna go in with another puff and really go in and kind of set the under eye and like make it bright. Obviously, don't ever do this to the clients. You're literally like blowing on what you're about to put on. Don't do that. I'm doing this because this is the method that works for me, and like taking it and dabbing it on the back of the hand like this is what you want to do, but I don't want to get like my clothes dirty and stuff, so I'm doing that. I'm gonna just go in with the regular setting spray, translucent powder, the infallible blur perfection translucent powder. So I'm just taking a small amount, nothing too crazy, and I'm just going to bake. Okay, and then kind of come here and cut that crease or whatever access, and it just gives you a little bit more dimension. One of my little lights gave out on me, but I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder and like this bronzy powder. I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush and just kind of go in the hollows of my cheek and the axis on the chin, just a little bit. And then take the same one and go and set the eye area. And with this, I'm setting it. I'm not kind of like windshield wiper motion it. I'm literally just setting that area. And you can still see the orange through, which is what we want. And then kind of dragging the excess on the nose to kind of contour the nose. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little brush and knock off the excess powder. Go back in with my Morphe, and then I'm going to take the actual blush powder it comes with and really like pack that product right here. Then I'm going to go in with that highlighter. And let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I'm going to take my finger and like put that in the center of my eye, that highlight. Just to look like. I'm gonna put these in. I'll be right back with the lip combo. Okay, sorry for the lighting. My lights are like dimming down. Go in with my setting spray. And then kind of let the fan do its thing. Going in with Limitless Brown by Makeup Forever. So I'm going in with this, and then I'm going in with just the regular nudie lipstick. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's just, I got it because the cute packaging with the little lips, and the lipstick is actually really nice in it. So beforehand, I put on my Dior lip gloss just to give me a little bit of plump and to make my lips a little hydrated. But I'm going in like this. Go in with the lipstick. And then I'm going in with my Mitchell lip gloss in Soft Serve, like a nudie peachy color. And that is pretty much the face. So this is the look. I love it. I love it. It gives me like a little bronzy, dewy glow. And then throughout the day as the makeup sets, and then the powders and the setting spray kind of like meshes together, it will be really great, really cute. But yeah, this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.